The last 10 years have seen an absolute explosion in 10 to 15 minute short form video content made specifically for the internet. Conventional filmmakers like Casey Neistat, people that have HBO shows, have turned to YouTube as a place that they want to express themselves. And actually, there's a lot that us as presenters and team leaders can learn from people that make internet content, and there's a lot more that we have in common with vloggers and YouTubers. Both of us have 10 to 15 minutes to express an idea. We can utilize photo, video content. We have the ability to use sound design, and ultimately, we have an audience that we're trying to connect with. It's Mitchell with AhaSlides, helping you win crowds over easier. And today we're talking about 3 things that you can learn from Casey Neistat's videos on YouTube. Now, if you've ever watched any of his films, you would know that he loves sound design.
It's getting worse, and you just sort of accept it as part of the device. How you doing, guys? It is unfortunate though.
And there's no reason why you shouldn't be using sound design in your next presentation. When you have bullet points, make them sound like actual bullets. You only have 2 or 3 minutes to respond to a question in your AhaSlides quiz. Let your audience know that the clock is ticking down. Either way, integrating more sounds into your presentation is a better way to make your audience feel immersed. Not only are they seeing new and interesting content, but they're hearing it as well. Casey Neistat is the king of using interesting clips in his videos to make them more dynamic and keep the viewers engaged.
Okay, let's go find it. And I have to say, it's very satisfying.
And you can use it too. But just like Casey Neistat, you shouldn't rely on those clips to keep your audience's attention, and it shouldn't make up the majority of your presentation. Using more shorter clips in your presentation is a great way to move in between ideas, move in between segments.
And Daniel here, we're up so we can go for a quick run before we start the day.
Adding more shorter clips is a great use of video during your presentation. The third and final takeaway that us as presenters can get from Casey Neistat is details. Keep them sparse and use them sparingly. Now, while it might feel like Casey Neistat videotapes his day and shares it with you, really, he's just sharing a couple of key details at a time to move his story along.
What this is a tiny itty bitty miniaturized, small, very small, like a little context of what a 3-axis gimbal typically looks like. Axis gimbal, this is for like SLR cam. I mean, can you see that size difference? Like,
make sure that your audience doesn't get that information overload and has a hard time following what you're trying to communicate. Don't overload the audience with details, and use those details as specific points throughout your presentation, and ultimately communicate those details better. Until next time, it's been Mitchell with AhaSlides, helping you win crowds over easier.